Moving on from Kyoto, I decided to move directly to Kobe, skipping Osaka to come back around later. What am I going to do here? I'm going to enjoy the sea, I'm going to enjoy some delicious Kobe beef, and see what we can find. So join me as we explore Kobe. My hotel was literally slap bang in the middle of a busy part of Kobe with the Motomachi literally 10 seconds away, so I started to explore on foot. We'll get to the hotel later. So I'm here in the middle of Kobe and I have 2 days, well 1.5 to spend exploring the city. And what's more, I have a challenge. Because I am a Japanese resident, the government has given out travel incentives, and this is one of the few places on my journey I get to use it. So I have 6,000 yen worth of vouchers that I have to spend in the next 2 days. So let's see if we can do it while exploring the city. Now 3,000 yen a day is about 16 British pounds. That might not sound like a lot while on holiday, but you've got to remember, because I'm travelling for so long, my average budget for a day is between £5 and £10 for everything. So having to spend £16 a day with no option, otherwise it's wasted, was a unique experience.
In this park, great place to sit. You can stare out at the islands well over there. I'm just walking, and I'm sure they have other origins, but these remind me of Liverpool, right near where I used to live in England. I don't know why that's it.
Now Kobe was such a fantastic city to explore because it had the sheer size and scale and interest of somewhere like Osaka while being on its doorstep, but also being completely different since this was my first time here. So it was just wonderful to explore as sunset came down.
On this little part of my walk, Google has actually tricked me, because if you look at Google Maps, it says this is a lovely long park I can walk along. But it is a car park when you zoom in. Very deceptive. There is a park somewhere in this direction, so I'll keep going. I've got half an hour of daylight left, but I just want to wander around. Parks are a good place to do that. And this park is this football field, which, I mean, it's great, but doesn't serve my needs and I quite a place to walk around. So, you can never just Google to know what this park is. I have finally found this park, and boy have I been rewarded for this walk, because this is the most beautiful sky I've seen in a long time. Sadly I'm walking away from it, but I might just walk backwards. Wow, beautiful. Look how many ducks there are to enjoy it. Ducks and that view, what more could I want in life? And when you look down, the water is so incredibly clear. You can make out the colours of all the rocks. Vanishes into the distance, replaced by ducks, and the ducks are replaced by bats. Oh, and even beyond that wonderful view, this is a worthwhile park to find. It's just a lovely stretch of road, nicely lit up, looking at the sea. It's called the Harbour Walk. Fantastic. At the end of this Harbour Walk lies something that, if you've been following my videos, you will know we are seeking. So, a walk and there.
I wish I recorded this to you for longer than 2 seconds because wow.
Strange lit up building, I believe is the Museum of Art, and a bear's bum in front of it. Although I will depart from the sea to see whatever this building is. It's very strange. Look up a bit, it's a museum outside a park about an earthquake. It's closed now, but interesting.
And while the view was nice, there was obviously only one final destination in mind, Don Quixote, and they had the milk.
There is a smiley face in the distance, and I do not know why.
For some reason I saw this as a smiley face man jumping there. This is an anchor because we're in a port city that's lit up in the mountains. And for dinner I went to my favourite cheap yakiniku place where you can get a great meal for 650 to 1,000 yen. Look at all this for 1,000 yen.
cook it yourself. It's delicious. I miss it so much as I'm editing.
That was delicious. Honestly, yakiniku is one of my favourite dishes in Japan. I will miss it dearly whenever I leave. Now I'm just having a bit of a walk around Kobe at night. There's some beautiful sights, but there's a lot more people standing on the side of the streets trying to make you go in somewhere. None of them tried to make me go in because I'm Western. But I couldn't help but notice. It felt like even more than Tokyo, which is strange. But maybe it's just I found myself in that area, who knows. Anyway, this is cool. Something else that Kobe is known for other than the waterfront? Let's go to Chinatown. And after that little explore, I'm back at my room, so let's go and take a look. I'm getting used to the standard kind of hotel layout, but this is a little bit different because we've got again one pillow. I'll have to ask for another one. The mattress feels kind of weird. I think that's just the material I don't like, and it does have a desk, but it's like in the corner here with a massive TV on it, so that's less good for working or anything. But I have lots to do in Kobe, so it shouldn't be a problem. As for the view, well, I mean, I'm not even going to try and get over there, that's just annoying. And the bathroom is a very plain bathroom. This is one of the best kept ones I've had, I think. The bath is a bit of a half style, I'd say, but you know, talking about what the room kind of lacks as well. Other hotel rooms have like good space for me to empty my suitcase. This is kind of just got the corridor. There's no kettle or microwave. This is very bare bones compared to some of the other ones I've been in. But it's in a, you know, seems to be in a very good location, and ultimately has what you need. So, no complaints. It's just a bog standard hotel room. Well, I mean, I'd complain about this being the desk, but something to note for Japanese hotels. It says if you don't put outside your room, do not disturb. Then it said I cannot enter my room between 10 and 3. Now I like to lie in more than 10 most days, so if you don't leave this outside your room, you might get a rude wake-up call. So, this is important.
Next day when I woke up, I had possibly my best breakfast ever in my life. Yeah, it was. I met a nice couple and we ended up eating our Kobe beef at the same table. It was nice to talk and enjoy and share it together, and here it was.
I've just finished my Kobe beef, and as you can see, it's very well presented, and it does literally, like they say, melt in your mouth, and that taste is like, it's unlike any other meat I've had. It is delicious. Obviously very expensive, but I'd say while you can get it for, like, I've heard of some of the Wagyu's, like 10,000 yen, I'm not sure it's worth that. But for a 4,000 yen lunch set, even without the vouchers, I'd say it'd be worth experiencing one. Now, something else Kobe is really well known for is these Western style houses. Because Kobe was a port town that used to do a lot of international trade originally, which means sites like this, common in this area. This is the most popular building among them. Lovely. Now, I'm making my way to the next destination. I'm kind of realising I don't want to eat any more food, because look at how the taste of that beef in my mouth, it's lingering. If I eat anything else, it's going to disappear, so it's kind of dangerous, right?
And my next stop's a little out of the way for central Kobe, but it's actually literally a minute from the Shinkansen stop in Kobe. So if you're going past, you can get off and just go and have a look at this amazing nature and waterfall right behind the train tracks.
I must say, I absolutely love this rock formation. Just how these look, the grey and the white reflecting off each other, lovely. We've got one more waterfall to see, and a bonus. And here's a surprise. Observation platform showing us all of Kobe. We can see the places and the distance, the extra islands to the dock.
even vaguely in the distance, Osaka. Which is not a sight I've seen from this height in quite a while. Last time it was Nishinomiya. And this is much further away, still.
It was pretty clear with eyes, but when we zoom in you can just about see those buildings in the distance across the sea. That's Osaka, and here's Kobe.
Suddenly very steep climbing. Something cool at the end. Oh, it's suddenly gone vertical. And here it is, the Nuno Kuni Dam. It's the end spot of my hike today. It's not the end point. You can go on a lot longer, but this is good to me. It's beautiful. All the way out here opposite the dam, we'll still find a torii gate and a shrine. And especially in places like this, the shrines can be so small, but still maintained and still with care to them. And there's the last stop for my walk. One more shrine at the end of the tunnel with a lovely purple. What's so interesting about this trail, maybe it's because I'm outside the major areas, but most of the other like hiking trails I've gone on, or anything like in that kind of genre, people walk past each other in kind of silence, maybe a nod. But other than two people, everyone here who's been a solo traveller, obviously not like in the middle of a conversation, has said konnichiwa, then a little bow, so I've said it back, or once or twice been the first to say it. So I just found that was interesting. I mean, people say like Osaka people are more friendly and Kobe's in the kind of area, so maybe it's that, or maybe it's something else, but I don't know. But I found that interesting. You don't get spoken to very often in Japan by random people, so it's kind of a nice little nod to your fellow traveller. Interesting, I spoke to someone who said that this was literally installed the day I got here, which is very helpful information, so lucky me.
And again, you can literally see, here's the start of the path and there's the train station. Wow. And while there is public transport available, I didn't need that, so I made my descent walking down to central Kobe again, and found some stepping stones, so it was all worth it.
And of course, Kobe lacks not for history, one of the oldest temples in Japan. And for the last of my vouchers, well, you can see behind me, I've gone to Wendy's. I love this remote fast food restaurant chain, and I've had two very Japanese dishes, so I'm going to enjoy this free burger. Well, 100 yen. I somehow ended up ordering extra fries. I don't know how, but that's fine anyways. And after that lovely meal, as I make my way back looking at the Kobe harbour, it's time for me to say goodbye. I've had a lovely time in Kobe, short but sweet as most of my upcoming trips are going to be currently. That's my skating, lovely. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Off to Himeji.
For my morning breakfast, this was scary.